I'm Francesco Corti, and I will be the conductor for Orphée by Gluck. Orfeo by Gluck is a key piece in the history of Western opera. It's the so-called starting point of the Gluck Reformation, and the piece is basically, we call it durchkomponiert, or it's composed throughout without interruption, and the characters basically speak through an orchestra accompaniment that is continuous. That was considered, of course, something extremely new, extremely modern. The choir so has a really important role, not only in telling the story or commenting, but also musically. The piece starts with the choir setting the tone for the death of Eurydice. For the orchestra, there are some challenges due to Gluck's writing, which is not automatically easily translatable with modern instruments sometimes because of balance, for example, or lightness of writing. And that's why we chose to perform Berlioz, which is a good middle way between classical writing for orchestra and fully romantic writing. Glucks Orphée, Glucks and Calzabigi's Orfeo, is somehow a stranger one because the story starts in the middle of the myth. They try to reduce or simplify the story to its core. There's an effort from both of them to kind of go to the absolute, the most simple storytelling of the myth. This is very fascinating. And you also realize it because the whole cast is reduced to 3 singers. So we have Orfeo, we have Eurydice, and we have Amore, Amour, love, who's keeping the story together. I've had the pleasure to work with the Orchestra of the Opera of Antwerp and Ghent a few times already. We have worked mostly on classical repertoire, and we have worked particularly on adapting to the particular style of playing of classical music. We are very lucky this time to have Sophie Rennert, who will sing this extremely challenging part. So the most famous piece in Orphée is probably J'ai perdu mon Eurydice. In the Italian version is Che farò senza Eurydice. That is a small jewel. It comes at the very end of the opera where Orfeo is completely desperate and hopeless to see ever again his beloved wife. A deep emotional feeling, a deep emotional expression from the stage without any artificiality, any decoration. It's a perfect illustration of what Gluck achieves. The highest, the most emotional moment in the old opera is described with the uttermost simplicity.